There are thousands of DOS games. Most of them are terrible. I play one selected at random with a 20-minute time limit and record it live. This is the result. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another random DOS game show. And this is Loopz by Audiogenic Software, all the way back in 1990. Designed by Ian Upton. So let's... Oh, nice little menu. I've actually heard of this game before, but not for the PC. I believe I saw it on the Game Boy. Alright, enter to change the options. So, game type A, tune A, keyboard 1 player. So, select level. Let's hit 0. You don't actually hit the numbers. That's not the greatest of designs, but I mean, you go across with the keys. You understand. Okay, we've got this piece, right? And we hit enter to place it. Okay? And then space to rotate the piece. And the goal here is to create loops. So let's place that. And you don't know what piece is coming next. You're at the whim of RNG, which isn't fun for a puzzle game, right? But we'll figure things out as we go along. The problem is that these larger loop pieces might not fit in with your scheme. Look at that. That's not going to help us, is it? So, the goal, if that happens, is to form a second loop out of your bits and pieces that don't fit. So we'll stick that in there with space. No. Enter. There we go. I keep confusing space with enter, like some kind of noob. There we are. That's still not quite long enough. Desperate. So we'll put that over there, and we'll form a second loop. And of course, as per usual with this channel, I'm going to mention the music. There's some nice, wait for it, MT-32 score. Oh yes, it's like a catchphrase at this point. Okay, we're getting some nice pieces to form this racetrack-like one in the corner here. I guess we could start a third, because that would not fit. And the problem that you're going to face is that eventually... Oh, hey, that had a car crash sound. Is you're going to run out of space on the playing field. And you have to think quickly and use your spatial awareness to figure out, where should I put this? So... that's making sense there. I could have put it up on the other one, but let's not worry too much about that. And level 0 is... I believe the leveling system is more about the pieces that you get rather than anything else. The speed is probably similar. Where to put that? Let's change the angle. Oh! It disappeared. I guess I didn't place it in time. Oh well. Well, that's not helping anybody. Why did you appear? Ugh. This is getting increasingly complex over here. And it's one of those annoying things with random generation. Like I can complain about random generated stuff, huh? Sometimes you just don't get the piece you need, and it feels like you're waiting 100 times for the right piece, and the wrong piece shows up. Yeah, I'm enjoying that car crash sound effect. It's a bit dramatic for a loop, isn't it? But hey, I can form a loop here. Yes, and that adds to my score. But now I'm in trouble, as per usual. Let's quickly stick that in the corner. And... hey, I can form this loop now. Yes. Nice. Okay. There's going to be a lot of umming and ahhing in this episode, I think. Okay. I can't believe I'm nearly at 1,000. This is absolutely nuts. Right, where does that go? Oh, don't put it there, Lawnie. You wouldn't be able to form a loop if you put it there. It's actually quite zen if it wasn't so quick. I wonder if you turned the cycles countdown on this, would that give you more time? You know, DOSBox based cheating. Well, for whatever reason, it seems to want to form that loop, but I'm going to use it on this. So that needs 4 more pieces. I could have used it on that. Oh well. That corner is not really helping those two, but it will go on this one. Lawnie, it's like you've played this before. Yes, on another system a very, very long time ago. Uh-oh. Yeah, I lost that piece because I didn't place it in time. And I'm down to 0 lives. And that piece is really annoying. Oh, no. And that's it. It'll count up the pieces that you were able to put on the board, and it'll say, game over. So, not the worst performance you'll ever see. Congratulations, player 1. Please enter your name. Oh, it's got a cool... Hey, I can make noises. Passing truck. Aw. Yeah, fantastic. And there we are. Highest score, Lawnie. Most loops, Lawnie. Best loop, Lawnie. Of course. Okay, so let's try... I mean, there is a different game type. Let's get a different tune on, shall we? And let's just play level 3 instead. Okay, so this is the harder difficulty. And we've got a nice little theme, as per usual, but you get the gist, really. It's one of those where the concept is simple, but oh, there it is faster, isn't it? That's interesting. So I've less time to place the loops. I don't know if the loops generated are harder, or whether it's just the speed with which you have to place them. But that's interesting. It's another one of those games where it didn't. You heard me hit the enter key there. It didn't respond. It didn't register. It's the game's fault, not my fault. Can I get a loop there? Yes. Now, is it just my imagination, or did the key change there? The score's gone up. Oh, not sure I'm convinced by that. Let's try it again. Yeah, it's changed again. Huh. So each time you get a loop, the music actually changes. That's interesting design, I have to say. Not often I see that. This is one of those games where it's very, very close to the top 25 for being a very interesting little puzzler with decent presentation, but I think it's just going to miss out by the skin of its teeth. I'll probably put it in a recommended. Yeah, I've had enough. Too stressful at that speed for poor old Lawnie. But you get the idea. We'll try the other game mode and see if that's any good. Oh, please enter your name. Why? Uh-oh. Thank you, truck horn. So that's the best scores for that game today, implying that it's very addictive and you could play it over and over and over again, which you could. So what happens if we... Right, it automatically goes to a map and you have a target score to reach. Okay, I don't know what happens at the target, but let's face it, I'm not going to reach it. I am not good enough to do that at this time. Let's form another one over here briefly. I think one of the issues is my keyboard. I have a very, very cheap and cheerful keyboard because my hands are useless. Okay, my hands being useless might also be a problem. Quiet in front there. Let's see. Oh, that's a long one. Stick that over there. You know, I was thinking about AI voice generation recently, and you know the way it needs a lot of training data? I have been speaking into one microphone or another for so long that cloning my voice would probably be really, really easy. It's nothing to do with the game, but at the same time, I have an accent, a non-standard accent, so maybe it wouldn't be so easy. Besides, who would want a cloned Lawnie? Nobody. There's enough Lawnie, just the first Lawnie. Can you imagine a world where there's more than one Lawnie? Ugh. Right. Okay, so target 1,500, and I've just got 48. I think we'll leave it there. Oh, that's good. You can hit escape and go straight out of it. So that's Loopz by Ian Upton and Brian Cotton, this version. What is it? It's a puzzler of sorts, a real-time puzzler with time-based pieces that you place on a grid and try and form loops with. And you've a choice of two strategies, really, from what I see. You can either go and build elaborate, huge loops for a large score, or you can attempt to make multiple loops and build up your score that way. It's a clever idea. I saw it on the Game Boy, like I said, and it was very addictive there. Having a PC version is nice. If I had a better keyboard with better response times, it probably would have been better for me. But yeah, it's a solid little puzzler. Like I said, it'll just miss out on the top 25, I think. But it's another one of those excellent games that I'm not going to showcase in the video, but are pretty good in their own right. And kudos, of course, to the excellent music. Oh look, music by David Whittaker. Well, there's that name again, isn't it? I was as somebody in the comments mentioned that. They said, you know, David Whittaker, oh, wait till you hear the stuff he does. And I went to David Whittaker's page on Moby Games and I had a look and I was like, oh right, he did that and that and that. And it's one of those great deep dives. So if you ever get a chance, look up David Whittaker. Did a pile of music in the 80s and 90s for great games. Man, if you like me talking about great games, feel free to take a look at the hundreds of other videos on the channel, and if you like what you see there, you can always subscribe. And if you know your David Whittaker from your Jeremy Soul, you might be one of my knowledgeable patrons who can loop together. I think that's a Kellogg's catchphrase. Let's not get in any more trouble. This is how it's meant to be played anyway. Huh. That's a lot better than what I was doing. Until next time.